Hello and welcome to the Understanding Narcissists YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. In this video, I'd like to quickly cover a extremely prevalent sort of contrast trick that narcissists use to project and maintain a very favorable appearance, a very favorable assessment of their character, or assumption of their good character. And it's a very simple idea. I call it there's only room for one monster. And what it means is that in a narcissist's, I'm going to put this in quotes, choice of partners, choice of whether it be, friends, companions, spouse, just to generalize it from that strict romantic sense. Romantic should be in quotes too. There is always an easy mechanism to blame whoever they're with. A necessary part of the enabler is that they have a side to them or a part of them that readily allows the narcissist to blame them, especially publicly, and shame them for something that is really ultimately the narcissist's responsibility or a consequence of their presence and not the enablers. And so the narcissist can then shift the public blame or the perception of who's at fault onto the enabler. So, simple idea. How it happens to work can sometimes be very difficult, and that's where I may be hard pressed to provide strict examples. The clearest example I can think of is in the spousal setting. The narcissist is with or marries somebody who has a certain temperament or a certain vice where the first natural conclusion by people on the outside and people on the inside in many ways is that it is their fault. The enabler has a temper, the enabler has a problem, the enabler has something. It makes them easy to target as an abuser. If there is a problem, it must be this person. That's where I've seen it the most. And in that way, it's not only used by narcissists to cast blame onto others, but it is perhaps most and best used by them. They're the ones who employ it to greatest effect. And as I say, it's extremely prevalent because I think it comes naturally to them. I think it's also so effective. They're so used to it. They've been using it for so long. There's always somebody around that they can readily cast blame to with this method, which is that this person is bad. Now, that brings me to another point that this principle kind of leads you to, which is that sometimes enablers can be, for lack of a better word, abusive themselves. They can take on certain traits. Obviously, they're dysfunctional. And so dysfunction is going to breed some abuse somewhere down the line, even if it's inadvertent. Now, that doesn't mean the enabler is bad in the same way as the narcissist or does as much bad as the narcissist, but they do bad. And they are culpable in that setting. This may very well have to do with a certain conflict within enablers too, having been abused and having been produced by abuse, is that they feel that they are bad and that they are the ones causing the problem. And so therefore somewhere inside, kind of raging, perhaps at all times, is a feeling that they are actually responsible, because that's the great fear. The great fear that the narcissist is passing on to them, which is actually inherently the narcissist's fear, is that they are the ones at fault. They are the ones causing all of the chaos around them. And they're the ones that are bad. Now, I want to highlight that word bad because the same standards that enablers hold themselves to are not the same standards narcissists hold themselves to. And that is that the world views are different. So what a narcissist aspires to does not fall into the same category as what you or I may think of as good person. That's not really a parameter for them. They just don't want to be perceived as bad. I'll just leave it at that for right now and probably cover a narcissist's kind of expectations in the future in a future video or something. But this relationship is fundamental. It's necessary, especially with a narcissist's long-term outlook in manipulating someone. The people around them, the people closest to them are going to have to be people who are easy scapegoats, the black sheep, the people that can be readily blamed and accept fault and accept blame for the bad things going on. And they'll naturally be drawn to it as well, because that's the environment they really are so conditioned to. It's not just narcissists are drawn to the enablers. The enablers naturally, I think I've said it before, like hand in glove, so to speak. It's not maybe the greatest metaphor, but it's a good one. They really fit together so well in this, as it's been called codependence. I think that term is being phased out, but regardless of what it is, that's what it is. And I hope you like this video. Like it if you do. Share it with somebody you think might benefit from it. Comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.